I thought I would come out and for a little bit and just have a chit chat with y'all. The leaves are turning, they're falling. It's beautiful weather out. I don't know whether I'll do it tonight or tomorrow, but I figured out one of the days, either today or tomorrow, I'm gonna come live and let you watch my mom Flowbee my hair. For those that don't know what a Flowbee is, so I did a haircut, and I'll show you how we get our haircut. That's why it's getting too long. I have always wanted long hair, but it's not what God has given me, so that's there. We're about 246 watch hours away from 4,000, so if you guys can, that would be a great big. We have talked about this hashtag Blessed Cookie Connection, and I'm going to do it. The first thing is get your cookie recipes to us. It's going to be at Bless, which is our channel name, at yahoo.com. So that's what you do. Get us the cookie recipes that you have. Send them to us. Put in your my hair, y'all. I'm gonna have to turn this on so the wind will fix it. YouTube handle. Your full YouTube name. Make sure if you have any numbers after it that you're giving us all of those numbers. And so get us the cookie recipe, get us the directions, how to make it, get us a picture, get us a story. Let us know if you give us permission to use it in a recipe, a cookbook that we would do later on for to raise money for the Gary Sinise Foundation, and I would give some to Broken Heart Ministries. So that would be something that we can do. So if just get the recipes to us. I going to work today. My mom and I are going to sit down and we're going to get we've started to everything on so that it's really simple and easy. So tomorrow or Thursday, probably be about 7 o'clock, we will do a live that's going to say, let's talk cookies. And that is going to be the video with all of the rules and everything that we're going to do. The reason why I wanted to do this, and we wanted to do this, is because I wanted to bring together the content creator community with the people that do not want to put any content on their channel. They just say, I've got a recipe, I want to participate. Because what it does is it builds that community. They feel like they're part of that channel, and that show is being able to say, I've got a great recipe. And so I want to make sure that I do that. And so if we do videos, then it's going to limit the people that say, I don't want to do a video. I have just a recipe I want to share with everybody. I would like to help with the cookbook, so that could be used to be able to pay it forward. And that's the only way that I can think of. And I've kind of mulled this over because I don't want to get too overwhelmed. But now that I'm showing my mom a little bit more than what she's been doing, and she'll grasp it quick, she can help out and assist. So that's what I've had to think in my head. How can I do this in a way that I can turn over a recipe to her and say, put it on Canva for us, and let's do this. I've decided not to narrate through it. That's one thing that through this week, I'm not going to narrate through it. We're going to do, and I will do a sample of one that I will show either Wednesday or Thursday. I will go ahead and set up that live tonight. I'm not going to do a live tonight. It will either be Wednesday or Thursday. I will decide by this evening and make sure I put it up so you guys know when to come on. I'm not going to narrate it through it. I'm just going to make it so that we can put the beginning, we can put the recipe up or a story beforehand, on the short, and then an ending, which will make it really easy to upload. When you send the recipes over, let us know what your favorite Christmas song is, because I've decided, and we have to, this was a great suggestion by my mom, to, when they send the recipe over, we put it on the short. Make sure that we are putting on the song instead of you narrating, Mary. Make sure that you are able to put their favorite Christmas song on the short. I thought that's a great idea. So when we upload the short, we are going to upload it with the person who sent the recipe's favorite Christmas song, whatever that may be. And give us a 1 or 2 or maybe even 3, 1, 2, 3 suggestions, and we will pick the best one we feel that fits. And of course, we'll try to do the top one. So send us your favorite Christmas song, and we will attach that to that short. And I really like that. That way we can put the shorts up with the key recipes. I don't need to do any kind of narration through it. We'll let the story and the recipe and everything speak for itself. If you're going to do a video of the cookie recipe, let us know so that we can coordinate the time you're uploading your video to the time we're going to upload our short. If you want to do a short, I've got that figured out on how that would work. I think this will make it really easy. It seemed when we had this great idea, and I thought, I have this great idea, but it seems overwhelming, and I didn't want it to be overwhelming. So this is, to me, makes it a lot less overwhelming, and that's the way I wanted it to be. And I think that was one of the things that I was kind of dragging my heels about, is I was like, this just seems so great idea, but it seems overwhelming. And this, as I was kind of mulling through everything, it didn't make it so overwhelming. So I was kind of came up with my mom, kind of molded over. I want to show you while I've got the camera out. Look at that, guys. They're turning. Isn't that beautiful? I never ever get tired of it. Look at that. Look at the leaves. Then I have to say this direction the wind is coming. Then I'm going to have to narrate all of them. And I don't want to do that. I think that this is the way to go. Being able to upload them, being able to send the recipes over to my mom. She can put them up. We can put them in a short, put your Christmas song with them, and they're done. If you're doing video, then we'll try to make sure that the video and the short are uploaded at the same time. I thought about turning this over to, we'll just have everybody do a video. And my problem with that was this. And the reason I'm kind of doing this live is because I want to mull this over with you guys. Is because we really wanted to make sure that there are people out there that that really they don't want to do content. They want to be part of the show. They want to feel like they're part of that channel. They're participating. They have a great recipe. They're not a content creator. They don't want to do any content. They just want to share a recipe. They want to feel as if they are participating in that. And that's the only way that I can think about doing it. If we make this where it's a video, I want to give and say, if you're a content creator and want to make a video of you talking about the recipe or making the recipe, go ahead and do it. Just let's coordinate when the short's going to come up and when your video is going to come up. If you want to make a video of, hi, Jenna. So glad you caught me live. If you want to make a video, if you want to make your own short about it, that's fine. We will provide a JPEG of the recipe for people that want to do an independent short for themselves. Because what we want to make sure that happens is that the connection, right? We're showing connection happening through all this. That's what a cookie exchange is all about. It's about having fun. It's about connection. It's what this channel was designed for, connection. And that's why, hi Stitch, why we wanted to make sure that this was happening, that this connection was happening. But where I'm, so it doesn't get done. And that's where I was kind of going to do this. And I think we finally figured it out. And I learned from that, and that is that wonderful idea. But maybe before I go, hi Marshall. Well, thank you. Before I in the future, before we do it, maybe I will make sure that we're we're kind of, instead of going live and talking about it, maybe we'll hold off till we kind of mull things over. But that's the curve. That's a learning curve, and that's just all part of it. It's a bad connection. Well, I'm outside, just enjoying the weather while we can, so hopefully it'll... There's the mochas. There's the mocha. So anyway, that's the way that I felt was the best way to do it. Hopefully, but I there's the mocha. Oh, you want to see the mocha? There's the mocha. There's the mocha. Oh, yes, Mrs. Snorts. Here's the mocha. She said, I gotta say hi. Oh, goodness gracious. Calm down. Sit. Oh, goodness. Sit. Sit. Calm down. I know you're not used to me being out here, but calm down. Well, it was good to have you too, Jenna. Anyway, but that's the way I kind of feel about, about doing it. I've just got to sit down and do it. And I've really, really been focusing on this one project that had a timetable that I needed to get done. Yep. And so I don't want to push it. I think that I thought about how often in life do we kind of just go through thinking, oh, I'm scared to try. And we've never done anything like this. It's like, okay, it's the first time kind of doing a collab and getting it to... Well, then sit down. Here, do you need me to hold her? Do you need me to? Okay. We're working on her. Leave it. We're working on it. Yeah, she's cute. Mocha's a rescue. Mocha was actually abused in her previous home. So a lot of Mocha's issues are socialization problems and socialization issues. And we're working on them. Slowly but surely, we are working on them. We have no other choice. But how she's about 4 or 5 years old. But she was abused heavily. She was abused heavily. She was abused and held by the collar and choked by neighborhood kids that thought it was funny. And then she was taken to her previous home and punched. So what Mocha goes through is just a lot of fear-based. Oh, you're eating Italian. That's awesome. I've been craving pizza. I don't know why. But the leaves are turning. I'll show you guys. Look, I showed it earlier. The leaves are turning. Can't get enough. You're just so just. Leaves are turning. I sit out here and look at the leaves just all day long. I'll never get tired of it. Um, so, my thing about the whole thing is to say, you know what I said to myself this weekend. So, I know this is a little bit of an undertaking to do. And my mom says, yeah, but I think it's worth it. And she said, I'll help you with it. Just show me what to do. So, you know, it's kind of that. Misha was on last night. If y'all haven't checked her out, Awakened by the Looking Glass. And I thought, you know, she struggles too to ask for help. And we all do. We can do this. I have to do it in a way that simplifies it so that I can turn things over to my mom and say, here's a cookie recipe, now put it up. I have to make sure that I'm not having to do a ton of voiceover or anything describing a recipe. So I think that was, she's like, why don't you just have everybody send you their favorite Christmas song with a recipe, and then it makes it even more personable. And I'm like, yep, that's it. So I'm going to do tomorrow or Friday. Sun's coming out. Lovely. Tomorrow or Friday, tomorrow or Thursday at 7 o'clock, I will do a show that says, let's talk cookies. And that's going to be the one that we're going to go by as far as what the rules are and everything. I really hope that people that do not have content on their channel will participate in this, because I really, really think that this is going to be a great opportunity for people to be able to contribute their own little piece. Let's find recipes that have some kind of tradition behind them, or your favorite recipe from childhood, or a recipe from a grandmother, or something that was really special. Just a little story, like the one I'm doing, JJ's cookies that I'm going to be doing. That was one that I got out of a recipe. I kind of made it our own a little bit. And you know what? My husband loves it. And then I sent over some to my son-in-law. Well, he loved them too. And it's become just this special cookie from something that was just really simple. And it builds those connection bars. As we're going into the holiday season, having that connection is going to be so much more important. It's going to be so much more important. I was also thinking that we could create a Facebook group, and I will, for everybody that has contributed, that has Facebook to the Cookie Connection, that has given a recipe. We're going to do a little Facebook group, and you guys can start talking to each other and building those connections. If you don't have Facebook, it's fine. But if you do and you want to join and you've contributed a recipe, you will have to put in your YouTube handle and the name of the cookie. And then you guys can get in there and start building connections, because that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's all about building those connections. You know, I was on a phone with a friend, and my husband said, you know, we were talking about connections. And I said, you guys don't know what you've done for me. My husband said, the difference in my wife in a year, just having those connection points, has been amazing. It doesn't solve everything. If you are dealing with depression, if you are dealing with, you know, other mental issues, please go seek help. Go seek therapy. It's never too late. You do not need to carry your baggage around with you. It does not serve any purpose to sit there holding on to the past. You need to let it go. And sometimes you need the help of talking to somebody to deal with it. Don't wait. Don't hold it. You know, have those connection points. And having those connection points too, guys, is going to mean that there may be times where you may put yourself out there and you're going to get hurt. And you know what? It's going to happen. But it's going to happen. But it doesn't mean that you need to close yourself down entirely. Even the people we love the most hurt us in sometimes the most simplest of ways. And, I remember there was one time, and Josh didn't mean it in a hurtful way, but he said it in a way, and it just hit my heart the wrong way. And you know what? He came back and he said, "I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have said it that way." And I was so grateful. Hi, Jimena. I was so grateful for him when he said, "You know what? I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have said it that way." But we've been married, it'll be 18 years next year. And can I just tell you, it's not always easy. I watch him now, and he's struggling with some health issues, and I watch him going, it hurts to see him hurt. It hurts for him to see me hurt. But we love each other. I don't know what I would do without him. It's the commitment that has kept us together. I haven't always liked him, but I've always loved him. I love you too. So sometimes we have to allow ourselves to get hurt in order to put ourselves out there. It's a risk we take, but it's such a worthy risk. There's going to be people that through this holiday season are going to need connection. And we have the tool right here. Last week was a really hard week for me. It's kind of why I kind of backed off, and you didn't see me a lot. I'm feeling better. I had a really bad week last week. I was in a lot of pain. I was really, really tired. I still am a little bit. Josh had several nights of waking up crashing. And so when I hear a baby crying, and we don't have any children within our home, our daughter's grown. When I hear a baby crying, that's his Dexcom telling me he's low. I'm up like, where I'm just right up. I mean, I just sit right up and, okay, I know exactly what I got to go do. Usually when he's crashing, he feels too shaky to start moving around and going to do anything. Well, guess what? That means I have to get up and do it, which is fine. So I battled with some insomnia last week, and I maybe went to bed at 4 o'clock. Well, at 6:30, guess what? Baby crying on the Dexcom telling me, "Lo, you got to get moving." So I was getting up and I was moving to that direction of getting, getting to the, getting over there. And, by the time I got back to bed, I was like, well, I'm awake for a little bit longer. So I had very broken sleep last week, and I was dealing with insomnia, and I was dealing with pain. And yesterday I was hurting a little bit. So all of those things were a factor in me. And it made me say, I have to pull back the reins a little bit. I have to self-care for myself. And we're going to talk. There's some new people that have come in that are dealing with fibromyalgia, and we're going to have another fibromyalgia talk. We've got to raise awareness for people that are dealing with chronic pain. You couldn't have pushed me to do anything last week for nothing, because I was really, really hurting, and pushing me would have only made it worse. And I knew that we were going to celebrate Christina's birthday Saturday, and we had a blast. In order to celebrate her birthday, I had to rest. It was me that had to pull back. And you are the only person that can fight for yourself. You fight for your well-being, you fight for your self-care, and if somebody doesn't understand it, that's their problem, not yours. You don't have to explain to anybody. If you need to say, listen, I just can't do it. There was a doctor's appointment my husband had last week. I didn't really need to go to, and I said, no, I can't go. We had a therapy session. I had to call her and say, I can't make it. I'm too sore. I'm too much in pain. And my normal medicine was just not kicking in enough. And I knew that the only thing that I could do was just stay there and rest and take it easy. And that's what sometimes you need to do. So I've had a couple people email me about the cookie recipe, and let me just say this. I'm not going to apologize for not getting back to them, in the sense of feeling, say, oh, I'm really, really sorry that I didn't get back. I'm going to say, I'm really sorry that I didn't get back. But please understand I deal with fibromyalgia, and I was having a really, really bad week. Thank you for your understanding. We didn't get back to them, and I said, well, we'll have it out by Friday. Well, stuff happened. We can go back to people and say, you know what, we're really sorry that we didn't do whatever it is that we were planning on doing or scheduling to do. But we also can sit there and say, but we were having a really difficult week, and I really hope you understand. Most people are. If they don't, then they don't. It's not your problem. It's theirs. And most people have just been very understanding, and I'm very grateful. All of them have been, that have reached out and said, it's okay. Get us the information when you can. I'm so, so grateful. But I don't expect anybody to understand what it is to walk in my shoes. I don't expect to understand what it's like to walk in your shoes. Everybody walks in different shoes. We can't begin to understand what somebody's going through, nor should we try to. We just need to be all in the same boat so that we can be there to help each other when we fall. When we're having a really good day, when we're having a so-so day, and we're having a really, really rough day. And I think that the next couple of months coming up are going to be really, really hard. I'm going to try, and we're going to try our darndest in December to try to be on as many times as we can daily. I really hope that that will be comfort to somebody that maybe just needs that support during the holiday season. So, we've kind of talked about that, my mom and I, about just making sure that we're on here so you guys have a place to come to if you just need to talk. Because December is going to be hard for some people. After Christmas, it becomes really hard for this girl because of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But we're going to stay connected. Now, something we're going to do next year, starting in January, is I would like for anybody that is willing or wants to send recipes to us. Now, we may not be able to try every one that's sent to us, but, and we may have to change up the ingredients if they have onions in them or peppers or nuts or something, because Josh is allergic to all that stuff. But if you all want to send a recipe over and we can try it, or at least we can tell people, listen, we do a shout out. We could say, listen, we had a great recipe come in from so-and-so. Again, you do not have to have any content on your channel. We all have YouTube channels, whether or not we have content on them or not. Facebook has pages. Instagram has stories, I guess. I'm on Instagram, but I don't totally get it. Twitter has the tweets, but YouTube has channels, and everybody has one. So if you have a recipe, we want it next year. We'd love to be able to, at the end of the year, put that in an entire little cookbook and be able to upload that. That would be great. And again, do the same exact thing. Be able to put those funds towards something good. Some kind of charity, some kind of way of helping somebody, doing something good with it. And I would love to have those. You don't have to have content on your channel in order to be able to say, listen, I've got a great recipe. Send it. We want to know about it. If you'd like to come on and talk about it and whatever, we want to know about it. I think that would be a great idea, a viewer's recipe. I think it would be great. So we're planning to start that next year. Send us over a recipe. may even do a separate email address just for all the recipes that can come in. I think it'd be great. Well, we may be able to make it, we may not be able to make it, but if we're not able to make it, then we can just upload it in a video and talk about that and say, here's the recipe and all the description is below and da 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 da, and if we can make it, we'll make it. So that's kind of another idea that we had that we thought would be really cool. And I love getting recipes. I love getting the recipes that have histories. Hi, Adventures. I love getting the recipes that have history behind them. I think that the ones that have the history behind them are so special. Like, I have to do the one for clams and linguine and figure out how to tell you all how to make it. But like the clams and linguine, boy, is there a story behind that. You know, my grandmother used to make that. We'd walk in her house and the whole house would smell like garlic. And she would make it. And it was just sit down and have, clams and linguine and sit there and have garlic bread and just visit around the table. And when we eat that, I think of those memories. I can't help but think about those memories. They're so, so special. Whenever I eat prime rib, which is not very often, I think of my daughter who just loved prime rib and her we went to a J. Alexander's, if you ever have a chance, a great prime rib down in Florida. And she was eating it so fast. More rib. That was her. And I think of those memories. Food can kind of be an Achilles heel to some degree, but it also can be full of a lot of wonderful memories if we're not using it to fill a hole that we can never fill with food. Great. I mean, the thing becomes, just really getting on to it fosters the connection you guys are starting to build with each other. That's the important part. We can all be here for each other. I have one. There is Ozark meetup. It's happening too. I will really, really trust either, but I'm not. My level of pain. Sometimes you don't. Don't know. Yesterday I woke up and my back was very sore. It was very tender, so I was on a heating pad and ice throughout the day. And so, sometimes you just don't know. That everybody that has reached out and been patient while we're trying to formulate this, I've just had to sit back this weekend thinking it was a great idea, but we got to, and I was talking to somebody today too, and I said, you know what, you've got to make some stuff simple, stupid. And I'm not trying to be, I'm not dumb in any way, but it's just the truth. Sometimes we make things so complicated that they're almost impossible to implement. And for everybody else, it's easy to be able to do what they need to do. And if we make this too complicated, it's going to take people and not going to want to know how to, they're going to want to participate. And that's the opposite of connection. It's going to rain. My body feels it. My body feels it. That's for sure. It's been very, very, very sore. So, and I've been watching Dallas. I've been watching Dallas, a rocking horse, and I got it, and I was so excited to get it. And I had the rocking horse. I was rocking on it. Now, I wasn't paying too much attention to the TV, right? And all of a sudden, it came on, and they said, what are you going to name the horse? And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, da da da, and all of a sudden, this theme for Dallas came on. And I thought, Dallas, that's what I'll name it. I think my mom said to me, yeah, your grandfather told everybody that you named it after the Dallas Cowboys. Because they said they didn't want anybody knowing that a 9 or 8 year old was watching Dallas. And I wasn't watching it. I was just listening to the I wasn't really paying much attention to it, but I thought, you know what? I've never seen that series, and the theme song brings back so many memories to me because of that moment. And my grandfather just kind of laughing, when he said to me, "What are you going to name the horse?" I said, "Dallas." And so I thought, well, what the heck? The series is on TV. It's free. I might as well watch it. And I'm like, I don't like JR. I like Bobby. I don't like JR. He's not a nice person. He's a great person. I didn't realize until recently that JR, that plays JR in Dallas, was actually Mary Martin's son. I didn't realize that. But I'm like, I don't like him. He's mean. I like Bobby. And I'm like, the drama and the twist. And if you want to talk about family trees, oh my Lord. That show is full of family tree and drama. I thought, oh, I'll watch it just because I want to watch it. And, my grandmother never missed an episode. She recorded Dallas every time it came on. And I was like, oh, I'll sit and watch it. And it, I'm just like, I'm rooting for Bobby and Pam. I think Pamela? Pam. They when the show first aired, right, and I'm against all odds, right, they were pregnant. And then they lost the baby. And then there's some kind of genetic, in the storyline, there's a genetic thing that makes her not, that she could pass on to another child. Then they got pregnant again. They lost a child. And I'm like, dang, gone it. I've been rooting for them the whole entire time. Because they're like the sweetest couple. I know it's all TV Hollywood kind of stuff, but it's like you get in there and you just root. But I'm like, boy, oh boy, the drama to try to keep up with all the twists and turns and this and that and this and that. So I just thought I'm going to watch the show because my grandmother never missed. And she used to watch 12 o'clock, I think it was ABC. She used to watch like she recorded them if she was busy, and she would sit down and watch her soap operas. The only soap opera I got involved with was All My Children, a little bit. That was it. But she would sit down and watch her soap operas, and if she didn't, she would record her soap operas and then sit down and watch it, because my grandfather used to lay down for a nap in the afternoon because he had multiple sclerosis, so he would lay down and have a rest. But I've been really working on this that we're doing for a pastor, and I thought, oh, I'll get this done, right? Yay! And then I can start working on stuff about my mom with the upcoming craft show. Well, I took it to church to show everybody where it is and how far it's come, and somebody said, oh, can you do a blanket? Now they're baby blankets, so they're going to take me a shorter amount of time, but they're like, oh, can you do a blanket? I have 3 I need you to do. And I'm like, okay. So my hands have been busy to try to get this one done, and then I still have that other blanket that I'm kind of knotting up and getting done. And so anyway, so I've been busy trying to get things that have a timeline to them to get done. So I just appreciate, again, I truly, truly appreciate everybody's understanding. Those that are going, oh, she's talking about the cookie connection, but we have no details. You will have details. I promise you. I am going to go in the house. I'm going to have something to eat. I really, really, every time it's funny because I've sat there going, I'm not going to, if I pull this blanket out, I'll stop it after a little bit, but then I get going. And then when you get to the point where you're so close to being done, it's really hard to kind of stop because you're like, I am so close to being finished. So I think I'm actually going to go inside and get this thing done. I am going to decide whether I think I can get everything together so that it can be presented well. I don't want there to be a lot of confusion. I don't want there to be a lot of misunderstanding about how it's going to work. I want it to be clear, concise, and simple. And if I make it too complicated, then nobody's going to want to participate. And that's not what I want to do. If I make it too complicated on our side, then we're not going to want to do it. So I'm trying to make a balancing act of it. So I just wanted to hop on, let you all know that I really tremendously appreciate, first of all, your support. I appreciate tremendously your patience. I was hoping to have all the information out last week, and I didn't because of the flare-up I had. So I just really wanted to say thank you for your patience and understanding. So I think what I'm going to do is not going to come on with it tonight. I think I'm glad I didn't kind of do it because I had a couple more little things ways of simplifying it. And so that's what I want to do. I love the idea when my mom said, just ask them what their favorite Christmas song is. And then that way you can attach the Christmas song to the video. And I'm like, Mom, that's genius. That's genius. I love that. So I just love that. So, oops, wait. Sorry about that, guys. So that's what we're going to do. So again, Wednesday or Thursday, I will come on. I will have everything very simplified for you guys. Look out for the live that says, let's talk cookies. That's going to be the one that you're going to pay attention to as far as all of the details. I'll have things on like PDFs so I can put it up, and then we're going to have a PDF out ready for all of the things so that if anybody asks about the cookie, the hashtag Blessed Cookie Connection 24, we can send them all the information and they'll be able to understand it. Very clear and concise and easy. There you go. That's what I'm going to shoot Thursday, but we're going to do this. Get your questions. Please email us at Blessed Cookie Connection 24, and I can at least get you the basics and get the recipe to us, and we'll go from there. Okay? I promise. I really appreciate, again, everybody's understanding and patience. I really, really appreciate it tremendously, that just the patience and understanding. It's part of fibromyalgia life. And this weekend, we will also have a little bit of another discussion. I'll look for it on, let's see, possibly Saturday. I may do a Saturday, and then I can possibly redirect you over to Alfonso, or we'll do it on Friday. And we'll talk about fibromyalgia flare-ups and what you need to do and what your family needs to understand when it happens, and how to kind of deal with them and roll with them, however long they are. You have to self-care for yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And I may pop on later because, as you can see, I need a haircut. And I don't know if anybody's heard about the Flowbee, but we'll show you how the Flowbee works. Okay, so I love you all. Have a great day. Thank you for hopping on. Stay connected, everybody. It truly makes such a difference. And that's why we're doing this hashtag Blessed Cookie Connection 24, okay? Love you all. Have a great day. Stay connected, and we got you covered. Thanks for having us covered. Hi, Debbie. How are you? I'll stay on a minute. I know he was hopping on, so I thought, well, I'll hop off. I hope you're doing well. Like I was saying before, with the Cookie Connection happening either Thursday or I don't know why I think it's Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday, we will hop on, look for the live that says, let's talk cookies. That will be the live with all of it. We've kind of, this past weekend, just gone over some things because it's a great idea. I just got to make sure it's simple so that we can accomplish it and you guys can accomplish it. And if we make it too complicated, then it's going to get done. So I just appreciate everybody that has just been patiently waiting on me and my mom. You know, I do, like I said, I'm not here for the connection, nothing else. I'm so frustrated. You're a little better today. I'm a little better today too. I just hate when I have flare-ups. And I've done. But I just, when you have a flare-up, you get tired and then you're just exhausted and you're like, do I really need to keep going? Oh, well, we'll be praying for you. If I was on here, I would. Just one for you. For you. It's no fun. Kind of down the road, but I'm like, if I don't have to do it, I don't. It's probably gonna rain somewhere today, somehow, because my body feels it. Believe me. And I don't know if I think it was just lack of sleep. A lot on my head. And I have a wonderful thing of having my brain just not stop thinking. It just continues to just go whoo, whoo. It just continues to I got yours back too. It never wants to stop. I'm like, I should stop. It should stop my mind, but it doesn't. And so I had grand plans that just didn't happen because I had to take care of myself. And I had to take care of myself yesterday, and I'm like, okay. And I'm so good this morning. Josh had a doctor's appointment I had to go to, but I was like, so I'm probably going to have to take a little bit of a rest this afternoon because it was just, I didn't get enough sleep. I fell asleep again at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just frustrating. But, if I can say anything to anybody, if it is proof of anything, if you want to start a YouTube channel, and we started it for connection, and I've said from the very beginning, anything that comes through this goes to my mom. Use it however you see fit, Mom. I don't need it. Not that I don't need it, but I can't have it. I don't want it. I want just the connection. That's all I want. But if you're somebody that thinks I can't start a channel and accomplish it, you can. Don't let your disability stop you. It could be the one thing in your toolbox that helps you when you're going through a rough day. I said that to somebody today. I've had a couple of days where I've come on, and I've had them through the YouTube channel. I don't want to come on, but it's actually helped me because I get to talk to the people that I've connected with. It all comes down to connection. We don't realize how important that tool is in our toolbox. Having the crochet and all that kind of stuff is great. It is so helpful, and it has been tremendously helpful to me. But crochet hooks don't talk back to you. They don't connect with you. And I think we're gonna have a topic somewhat next week, because I think there's a lot of people that go, I've connected with people. Hi, crocheting. How do Shitaka Woods Crocheting? Did I get it right? I think there's a lot of people that are just so afraid of connecting with others because they've been hurt in the past. They're so scared to kind of put themselves out there because I don't want to put myself out. I've been hurt before. And sometimes we have to. It is really an important part of dealing with chronic pain. I think we realize how important connecting with other people, just so you know if you're having a rough day. I mean, I have 2 ladies that are like sisters to me, and boy, if I'm not self-caring for myself, they notice it and they tell me, listen, you gotta take care of yourself. Because I will tend to take care of everybody else before I take care of myself. And that's not good self-care. It is not good. It doesn't do anybody any good. But hiding in a corner doesn't do anybody good either. So I think we're going to have, I need to get back, and we did it a week or two ago about the can attitude, which I love. We got to get back to doing some more topics, and we will. And I think it's really, really important that we have good, healthy topics and good discussion. Because I love hearing everybody's different suggestions and ideas. It's how we don't wind ourselves in a fishbowl. You know, we're not going to agree with everybody's ideas. We don't have to agree with everybody. You know, it's like if you came to my house and we discussion. Well, I still love you. I don't agree with you, but you're still my friend. You're gonna cut. So I'm gonna get going. But you all have a great day. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for being a part of the community. Stay connected, everybody. Lean into it. It does make a huge difference. Ones to everybody needs it. For those that don't need one, don't know what ones are, they're positive vibes, prayer, whatever you feel, whatever you do, you. I'll be praying for you, that's for sure. And be on the lookout again, either Wednesday or Thursday, for the talk. I really want to have to bring, and that was the content and the people that don't content. I want to bring them together. Doing this, and we will have a Facebook page that will work for a group of anybody that participated in giving a cookie recipe. We'll have them in that group so they can start making those friendships and start making those connections. Because I thought about that, and I thought, oh, this is part of the cookie exchange, isn't it? You go to someone's house, you share all these cookies, all these recipes, and you have connections. So we will do a Facebook group for the cookie exchange, and then it'll just grow. And you guys can share recipes in there and everything. So either Wednesday or Thursday, let me see how much I get done today, and I will put it up and I will get it done. Scheduling it. I'm starting to realize I need to have a little schedule on my phone. Simple schedule, so that, you know, we can keep a lot of things than we have been, but we will. Hi, Sandy. I'm about ready to go bye-bye. I've been out here for a while and I'm getting a little sore. So watch it on the replay. But I love you. But before you go, Sandy, I'm not going to come on tonight. I don't have it set. I kind of finalized in my head finally. So on Wednesday or Thursday, I will let my mods know which day it will be. I will have about the Let's Talk Cookies. I got it all in my head so that we can have it all set and ready to go. So I want to be able to do some slides and then have the PDFs and all that kind of stuff done, and so that, you know, you guys can see the example of how it's going to work and everything. So give me at least until Wednesday or Thursday, and I promise it'll be out and about. You have a recipe? I want it. So look out for it Wednesday or Thursday, and I will put it in the Blessed Disco Ball Mod group so you guys know when it's going to happen. I love you all. Have a great day. Stay connected, everybody. And remember, be so proud of being yourself. There's only one of you. Everybody else is taken. God just made you, and he loves you. And I love you too. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.